It's been a while since I've got on and updated you guys on how things are here. That's my bad. It's been a really wonderful couple of months. Just lots going on, lots of people in the house. We finished up a discipleship school, and then we've started another one, and there's 7 students there. And then we have the 5 interns are all here and have kind of settled in, have a month or 2 under their belt, and we're clicking as a group and staff. And I mean, it's just a full house, and so it feels really good. And I feel like God's really helping us, too, to be more of a YWAM community than just a YWAM boarding house or a YWAM ministry house. It's taking on the feel of more of this is just who we are. We're a people who believe in the reality of God today and the need for us to serve one another in our community. And these things seem to be taking root and growing in our lives and in the community here. So that's really exciting to see that happening, and just lots and lots of different stuff going on. We've had a YWAM staff conference. Of course, the new DTS started. The interns are away in Portugal right now, kind of serving with a Christian community. They just have this piece of land that someone has given to them, and people from all over the world that are kind of rejects of society and live on the fringe come to this place and are loved on by this lady Barbara and some of her friends, and they just gradually come to know God through being there and being touched by the love of God. And so it's really a unique opportunity for our guys to go and be a part of that. And they'll be back in a few days. We have the DTS heading out to do one of our treks, which is following the route that St. Cuthbert walked, one of the Celtic saints of old, and they'll do about 12 miles a day for 5 days and have some teaching as they go. So that's a really, really great opportunity for them. And yeah, as we're heading into this fall, of course, the interns are getting plugged into the community. We're looking at what we can do to impact this town with the love of God in a real way, and start developing just deeper relationships with people, and not just surface how are you doing or come to church type relationships, but get into people's lives. So most Thursdays we go downtown and grill sausages and hand them out free, and just stand and talk to people and hang out. And it's slowly getting to where we know people, and we'll go out for coffee with someone every once in a while, and just some great things are starting to happen there. And with that, we've been talking about approaching the council for a building to open a youth music venue that would be kind of a healthy Friday night, Saturday night hangout. That's an alternative to what they would normally do, and it would also help promote the local music scene. And so that is so far beyond me. I have no idea how to make that happen, but God knows, and He can work it all out. I've also been kind of correlating and meeting and getting involved with different churches and youth groups, youth pastors, and just saying, hey, what's going on here? What are the needs? What are you trying to accomplish? What are the chances of us coming together and actually doing something together instead of everyone doing their own individual thing, and just trying to bring some type of unity. There's also been the talk of starting some type of alternative church service for young adults. That has come up again. We've talked about it several times, but recently quite a few people have just expressed some frustration with church and with things that are going on, the lack of teaching and discipleship and the things that they need. And so we're looking at possibly just praying into that and seeing where it's going to go. So yeah, I could go on and on. There's just so much that is happening and that we're looking at possibly happening. Romania is coming up in January and February, and looks like I'll probably be doing a pastoral visit in the middle of that trip. Tim Bailey is one of my buddies here who is helping lead the internship, and since I'm with Amy and Garrett, he does a lot of the traveling, and plus he is looking at moving to Romania, and so he's going to lead that trip there, and then I'll probably go for part of the time. But I've just committed to not be away from Amy and Garrett a lot, and so yeah, it's great that he's here and can do that. But I just feel so thankful that God is working so much in my life right now, and I think the main thing is it's just becoming more and more clear. God is showing me how to be able to lay down my life for my friends and for people that are in my life each day, and how to serve people and not to let my life be driven by my own agenda or by what I want to accomplish, but just opening myself to serving the people that are around me. And there's been some conflicts here at the base, and we've had struggles, as you do in any group, but lately things really seem to have taken a turn for a healthy family, a love that is here developing amongst people, and I think it's because we've really endeavored to serve one another, and like we ask the two questions a lot: can I help you, and then would you help me? And just reaching out to each other and being there, and it's just really encouraging. I've been reading, actually the interns, all of us are reading the book Freedom from Simplicity, and there's some stuff I've been reading there that has just really encouraged me, because lots of things I've described about what God's doing and what we want to see happen here really points to having a simplicity in life, a Christian simplicity, not just simplicity. There's differences, obviously, but there's a gentleman who was commentating on some of the early Christians and how they lived, and I thought this was so good. And this is what I would hope could be said of me, of us as the church that lives and walks and breathes and moves in the world from day to day. He said, they walk in all humility and kindness, and falsehood is not found among them. And they love one another. They despise not the widow, and grieve not the orphan. He that hath distributeth liberally to him that hath not. And if they see a stranger, they bring him under their roof, and rejoice over him as if he were their own brother. For they call themselves brethren, not after the flesh, but after the Spirit of God. But when one of their poor passes away from the world, and any of them see him, then he provides for his burial according to his ability. And if they hear that any of their number is imprisoned or oppressed for the name of their Messiah, all of them provide for his needs. And if it is possible that he may be delivered, they deliver him. And if there is among them a man that is poor and needy, and they have not an abundance of necessaries, they fast 2 or 3 days that they may supply the needy with their necessary food. I just thought, man, that is so awesome. And it really comes down to seeing that where I am, it's my responsibility to bring the love and the provision of God and the truth of God to the people of that area. Just as I live and breathe and move every day, that's what I should be doing, and sensitive to the Spirit of God moving me to those things. So God is really challenging me with that, and I'd like to challenge you, being wherever you are in the States or our friends elsewhere, just let that really sink in, because that's what it means to be the church on a daily basis, not regulating it to just sitting in church listening to someone talk, but actually seeing the life of God come alive in us. It can happen. There is need for it out there. And I encourage each one of you guys to think through your life and say, man, is there a tangible presence of God in the way I live this thing out? Am I aware of the needs around me, of the practical, of the real-time things where God's love and provision can come through? And so, God has just been continually bringing that to my attention and speaking that to me. So, but I'm going to go. I try not to talk too long on these things, but we miss everyone there. And congratulations to all of you guys. There's too many to mention who are having babies, who are getting married or engaged. This is so many people are having just these wonderful experiences right now, and I just want to say we rejoice with you and we're excited for you. So continue to pray for us. We have our needs of finances and all the things that come with being over here still there, but you're praying and God's providing. So we love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.